Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So this video is gonna be uh, one second. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so this video is gonna be Carabao Cup semi-final draws after the quarter-final reaction. So I'll do it very quickly. So Newcastle Fulham first one. I did already for Man City Brentford, so nothing much to speak there. But Man City get drew against Newcastle. So this is going to be Newcastle Fulham, like quick reaction. Newcastle 2, Fulham 1. Newcastle home game, big win for them. If they want to, and they're definitely looking for silverware this season. Premier League a bit difficult. Sorry. So Premier League a bit difficult. UCL maybe here and there they have chances, but I think definitely they're going for Carabao Cup. So yeah, big win for them. Good goals, good performance. Fulham meanwhile 1 goal scored in that match. Unfortunately they lose against Newcastle. Maybe I thought Fulham had a chance. I really thought maybe if they had something to up their sleeve and make some chances, create some chance. So yeah. Anyways, what else? Yeah, good goalkeeping. Nick Pope. Good goal. Not Nick Pope. The other guy. Shit. I forgot his name. Sorry. But yeah. Good goalkeeping nonetheless from the Newcastle. Defense was good. Trippier, Lewis Hall. Shit, who's the other guy? Dan Burns. Not Dan Burns. Shit. Who's that guy? Lewis Hall, Kieran Trippier, Miles Lewis, Joe Linton, and Guimaraes. Yeah, attacking was very good. Moltemade on top of the game. Unfortunately, he got a goal, but unfortunately he couldn't get a brace. So yeah, Moltemade is cooking. Bruno Guimaraes cooking. Newcastle goalkeeping cooking. But yeah, apart from that, I don't have much to say. So I'll just directly move to the next game. Good win for Newcastle, unfortunate for Fulham. And Fulham had their chances. First of all, wrong keeper to play. Obviously it's Carabao Cup, so you want to switch up the players. But if you want a good keeper in goal, I think Matt Sells would have been the better choice. First mistake was that. Despite knowing that it is quarterfinal, so despite knowing that that was the biggest mistake. So yeah, that's something Fulham should have looked at. So Matt Sells should have been in goal. What else? Yeah, the switch of plays. Again, they're bringing in B team players with A team players. Obviously, you're Harry Wilson, Iwobi, Bassi, all those guys. But then you bring in team B players, so nothing makes sense, bro. Nothing makes sense only. I think if I talk about the Man City game and the other game, that also was like mixed team players. But like still, you get the win, you get the W. You still have trust in your goalkeeper. So yeah. That's something Fuller should have considered overall, apart from goalkeeping. Still, defense work, midfield, absolutely sloppy in this game. But in Premier League, they're cooking. So maybe Premier League, they can have some good results for themselves. And you somehow see top 8, maybe top 8, top 7. That's what I'm saying. Top 8, top 7. That's it. I will move on to now. Arsenal Crystal Palace, which happened today morning, India time for us. Yeah, so Arsenal Crystal Palace today morning 1:30 a.m. 2:30 or 1:30 a.m. Yeah. Again, big game for Palace. Final score actually was 1-1. Own goal for Arsenal. It's an own goal from the defender of Crystal Palace, Michel Lacroix. And then and then Palace scored an equalizer in the 95th minute of the game. Mark Gueye with a good header. So yeah, good goal from him. It's 1-1. Extra time was played. Nothing happened then. And yeah, it went to penalties. It was 7-7 for both teams. So 7 goals scored in the penalty shootout for both teams, Arsenal, Crystal Palace. But Arsenal scored the next penalty. So it becomes Arsenal 8, Palace 7. And sorry, Arsenal. So Arsenal scored that goal. And meanwhile, next player Lacroix was taking the penalty. Lacroix was taking the penalty. Sorry, and yeah, and Kepa somehow saved it. But yeah, lucky win. I would say lucky win for Arsenal. Very lucky win. Nothing much to say really. People saying lucky win. You know, corner FC. In my opinion, I would agree with them. Arsenal, they don't know how to play with the team B players. You know, Kai Havertz is there. Why do you have Norgard there? Why do you have Lewis Kelly? Why do you have all these guys? Bro, it's literally a quarterfinal and you're playing. You're like a bigger team than the other opponents, almost. In like this season around. But still, you're playing B team players. Absolutely, like, it's not a right decision. Okay, you want to switch up, that's fine. But I mean, depending on the importance of the match, like it's a quarter-final, you could have played your first team players. So yeah, Mikel Arteta definitely has something to. I mean, he does not. Okay, he got a win, it's okay. But yeah, I mean, he just want to follow other tactics of other players. I mean, managers, Pep Guardiola, Oliver Glasner, Andre Iguodala, the Fulham manager, Newcastle manager Eddie Howe. So yeah, nothing much to say then. Lucky win for Arsenal. I don't know how they managed to pull off a win. So yeah, let's see what happens now. It is Man City Newcastle, Man City first leg, Man City Newcastle second leg, and now it's Chelsea Arsenal first leg, Arsenal Chelsea second leg. Again, both are obviously the main is Chelsea Arsenal. Some people would go for Newcastle Man City, but main is Chelsea versus Arsenal. So yeah, let's see what happens with that. Important games for Man City, obviously, because I'm a City supporter. So yeah, let's see what happens and hoping for the best.